everyone, AJ here. Welcome to another episode of Ready for Battle. Today's guest is Kyle Kuhnhausen from Kuhnhausen Metal Concepts in Cresswell, Oregon. Hey Kyle, how's it going?
Hey AJ, going good over here. How you doing?
Just want to check in on some of the builders and see how you're doing.
Luckily, I've been staying really busy. As you know, I run a one-man, one-dog shop.
Well, I would love to see what you've got in there. If you could share some parts of your shop.
So this is starting from kind of the entryway. You'd walk over here. Ollie, the shop dog, is in the building.
Okay, there is Ollie. I was gonna say, I wanted to call and say hi, but I really was hoping to see Ollie because I have a feeling Ollie's the boss there.
He is. It's lunchtime. You know, he's off the clock right now. This is where I spend the majority of my time here is my welding bench.
Okay.
And I do mainly all TIG welding. I'll hit the MIG very sparingly, but this is actually a swirl pop for a car going up Pikes Peak that was a SEMA car from last year. If you come over here, we've got toolboxes. This is a pretty cool thing I've been developing.
Ooh, what is that?
It's one of my first products here I'm going to actually put for sale. Basically, it takes a Holley EFI screen and it places it inside of a factory 55 Chevy bezel.
That's really cool that you have this modern piece that you said can kind of fit into a classic car and have reliability.
I'm self-taught in the CAD program, just clunking my way around 3D printing and modeling, and you can buy that from 3,000 miles away. I send it to you and it bolts right in your car and it solves a big issue for you. So I think that's pretty cool.
So what are you going to show us today? I'm excited because I'm getting all these virtual tours of all these cool shops. Are you working on something for SEMA this year, or what can you show us to give us like a little hint of what's to come?
I can give you a pretty good hint. It's gigantic, it's bright yellow, you can't miss it. I call it the banana boat, that's the code name.
I was gonna ask that because I know you've been posting little sneak peeks on Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
And I see the yellow, you cannot miss the yellow.
Can't miss it.
Will you be able to show us like little bits and pieces of it so we know kind of what's to come for SEMA?
Absolutely, yeah, I'd love to.
Okay.
This is our banana boat. It's a big block, blown, fuel injected, badass, Bel Air. That's quite an alliteration, but
yeah.
How better can you really say it? It's just what it is I've built imports. I've built pro touring American cars, and I wanted to try to do a pro street for this year. I've really, over the last couple months, spent most of my time on this big plant, and you can see it looks really pretty, but it's very intricate, all the details. Things like taking the Chevrolet performance valve covers and then baffling them internally and welding on Wiggins fittings, so that you can quickly remove the breather vents, so you can set your valves, and it's a non-hydraulic roller, so it'll need to set your valves often.
What else on Banana Boat can you show us as a sneak peek?
I can take you around here to the trunk. I'm just getting going. It's all downhill from here, but I just got the Rick's fuel tank installed. It's all custom to my spec with a Holley pulse width modulated pump, and I'm just you can see I've got parts slewn through the back here, and what I like to do before I attack an area like this is get all my pieces so I can visualize them, and then I'll create some kind of a vision throughout this whole thing that unifies it, brings it all together in a really cool way. I'm visualizing some hexagonal bead rolled finish panels and electrical service panels, and I want you to pop the trunk on this Bel Air and just be like, damn, like that's cool. I've already addressed quite a bit back here up under the car. It's got a custom Ford 9-inch. I've gone through and redone some questionable work from a different shop, and now it's kind of up to spec. It's got 18-inch wide slick tires on the back. It's going to be quite fun to drive. It's a T56 6-speed, so it's got a modern manual transmission. So that's kind of the coolest part for me is I love manual transmissions, and so when the client was like, "Oh yeah, we could put a T56 in there," I'm like, "Hell yeah, brother, we're gonna do that." So,
Where do you get all your inspiration from?
probably my dad was a big inspiration growing up. I've got pictures of me at 1 year old sitting on the air cleaner of his big block Chevy race car, and we always have been in the shop together building stuff, and then at some point I caught a wild hair and just decided I wanted to really elevate and learn how to do everything, and then I kind of started having to teach myself at that point, past MIG welding and all that.
So when you were actually up on stage in 2018 with your Datsun, what was it like standing there on stage with all these, established builders? Like what was going through your mind?
You don't go into SEMA with expectations like that. You're just happy to be there even at all, because being at SEMA is quite an achievement.
Yeah.
But then top 12, top 4, top young gun, it's like, you're just like, your mind's blown every time. Like, obviously I worked incredibly hard to get there, and I sure believed in what I was doing. But you got to have judges that also see that, and sometimes your perception of yourself is maybe a little better than you are. But I remember right now, I get chills just thinking about standing there when they called the top 4, and I'm just, everything, the weight of the world fell off my shoulders when they called my name, because I had more pressure on me than anybody ever could have to do it. And I was up against some very stiff competition. I'm just happy to even be a part of it, and I'm happy to be going this year and hopefully battling out some more.
All right, Kyle, well, thank you again for giving me the tour, and I look forward to seeing you at SEMA and hopefully on the Battle of the Builder stage.
Catch you then, AJ. Until then, have a great time.
Okay, you too.
Bye now.
Okay, bye.
To catch more of SEMA, the Battle of the Builders, please visit www.semabotb.com.